Yeah, welcome to What's Broken. I don't know how well it shows up here, but it's a '07 Matrix of a friend of mine's, and they're quite yellowed. I think this one's a little bit worse. So I have this Simonized kit that I've used a couple of times on some other vehicles, and I thought I'd just give it a try, and we'll do a before and after, and sort of compare the results to see how well these things work. It's probably been a year or two since I used it. One thing I did do, when you get the kit, it's just got this sort of hand knob, but I took a bolt and a washer and ran it through the bottom, took this little plug out, brought it out, used a lock nut, and then I just use this on my drill. Makes the work a lot easier. So I'll just wet the surface down a bit. I'm going to start with the 2000 grit. I think I can already see good results. Just going to switch over to this comes with a 2000, 3000 and 4000 grit. I'm going to switch over to the 4000. Whoops. I think I kind of over torqued it and pulled the washer through. So I'll have to finish it by hand. Get some paper towel and clean that off. Oh, I think that made a noticeable difference. And just dry it off and put some of the protective coating. I think it's just wax. I'll let that dry a minute and then buff it off. Just buff off that wax. Well, hopefully it'll show up between the two. That's the one I just did. And that one's still really yellow. So yeah, quite a bit shinier or clearer. Should help at night. And I'm not a salesperson for this particular Canadian Tire brand. I'm just using whatever it is that I had on the shelf, so I suspect they're all the same. We'll get started on this one, even though I have to do it by hand. Yeah, it's much easier with the drill. I'll go to the 4000 grit. Yeah, I'd say that cleans them up quite nicely. If I had my way, we would still be running glass headlights that one size fits all, but, or you know, one or two sizes. But those days are long gone. Now for a little bit of the wax or restorer. Let that dry a bit. You're just going to buff off the dry wax with a cloth. And I'd say those look better than when we started. So here it is the next day. As sort of luck would have it, let me just move this. My niece also has a 2007 Matrix, so I thought I'd maybe tune hers up a bit as well. I think I might have done these back at the beginning of summer because there's a little bit of clouding on the inside, so at some point probably have to replace them with aftermarket. Yeah, this one has some fogging on the inside as well, I think. This is a day later, and where that bolt and washer affair had torn out of the little buffer knob, I ran a long bolt with a washer inside and filled this up with some JB Weld. So it shouldn't come apart now. Again, I'll start with the 2000 grit. Now to the other side. Not sure how well this will really show up. But yeah, there's a fair amount of clouding. I think most of it's on the inside of the lens. Now we'll polish it a bit and see. I'm not pushing overly hard, I'm just letting the sandpaper or sanding disc sort of do its thing. Okay, I switched over to the 4000 grit. Now we'll go hit the other side. Yeah, there's still a bit of that clouding inside, so might have to look for some aftermarket. But I'll apply the polish and let it dry and then buff it up. I think this one ended up a little shinier maybe. Put a little bit of the wax on, protect it. Okay, I'll let that dry and then buff it out, and I'll see what it looks like. Okay, now for the final buff. Yeah, it still has a fair amount of the clouding in that area. I don't know how well it shows up, like I say, but I have to look online and see what sort of aftermarket parts there are for this. Then make another video of changing headlights, which used to take like 2 minutes when I worked at the truck stop. I suspect now it's going to take a little longer than that. And be a little more costly. It really worked well on my friend's matrix yesterday. Took out all the yellowing. So I was happy with the results there. Well, that's probably as good as it's going to get, so hope you maybe enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.